Hello and welcome back to another video on the Ghana Collective YouTube channel. How's everyone doing today? If you like this video and it helps you to decide whether these bike lights for a mountain bike are for you, then please subscribe to the channel. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. There's a wide variety of gaming, money making and household stuff. And let's begin with today's video. So I received this item today from Aliexpress, and it is, as you can see, LED bicycle lights, which I've been after for a while because these ones have something different which I've never had before. So let's get this open and have a look in detail, and please subscribe to the channel as we begin this journey. After removing the first bit of packaging, which you can see is now over there, we now have this, and what we can see is rechargeable bike lights, 100 battery display, super bright, Type-C charging, 720, and there it is, the lights on top, built-in lithium battery, 360 rotating base, and there it is. So let's remove the packaging and continue with the video. Right then, so removed all the packaging. Now you can see the item a lot clearer. So let's remove the rest of the packaging. Right then, so what they have done here, you can see, is to put the rest of the wires inside the green box. And there is the light itself, looking really nice. Let's remove the packaging and get the wires out. So just remove the rest of the stuff from the back of the box, and we have the strap, which we all know goes around the handlebars. So it's like a little loop around the bar, so it looks like this. And we also have a Type-C type of charging wire, which you always get with products, which is nice. And we have a manual, and the manual is in what languages? Chinese, Spanish, Dutch, and English. The product is a bright LED lighting. Please do not irritate eyes. The battery can be recharged and recycled. And please double click, long press the switch to change the gear. What that means is just change the light settings. So what attracted me to this light was that it's small, because I want to replace the one which I have at the moment, which is a good light, but it can be out for a while and the light suddenly starts flashing red, meaning that it's time for a battery change or a charge on the actual product itself. This one was very good from what I saw, is because it has an LED counter on it which tells you how much power it has in the battery. And if you look carefully, before we even turned it on, you can see there is numbers on there. You can read 188. I'm glad that they said it's a rotating base, because the one I have now is a rotating base and you can actually take it off. And this one looks like it can be taken off as well to use it as a proper torch like this. So let's have a look what the product says in the Aliexpress app, and then we'll have a look at turning this light on and then replacing the existing light I have on my bike for this one. And I will give that light, which I take off, to a stranger on the street this week, because you would be surprised there's people in England who are riding their bikes on the road in complete darkness, and English drivers do not care about cyclists. I was told last week from an idiot in a car, and he was a passenger as well, to get out the road, even though I was on the side of the curb, which gave him plenty of space for him to overtake. He thought it was funny just to shout out the window to get out the road. So I hope something happens to that guy, something bad happens, because people like that need to be punished. And I'm glad I said it, because that's how I always think. If you've got some idiot on the road, they need to be punished. with whatever injury happens to him. So let's continue with the video then. So now I've opened up the Aliexpress app on my Honor Magic V3 phone. You can see now, here's the light where I have exact copy. And there's the LED counter on the top. Bright lights, 5 modes. Bright light, T6, which is always a very bright LED light. Rechargeable. And I believe at the top of the light itself lights up with these 6 things you can see there, the 6 purple things. Oh, sorry, the 6 orange things light up, as you can see in that picture here. So let's have a look in. Soft ambient side lights, warm and soft lights, so you're not alone in the dark. Accurate LCD display, real-time grasp of the remaining power, status to avoid battery overshooting and overcharge, liquid crystal power digital display, which is what I need. Type-C fast charging, lighting for a long time to ensure that you're riding. I've got those icons in the way. Claims. And there's the light itself. As you know, they've got different settings: distant light, rear light, near and far light, and flashing and near and far low light. And I do this light in different designs. As you can see, there's another design, longer version, and that version as well, and a clear one so you can see inside how it works. There's one I've got. And there's the other version, which is like mine, but, you know, a bit different. And this was £3.89 and the anniversary sale. Small and quite powerful. However, the idea of LED light shining in your face is completely wrong. It means these orange lights. It needs to cover in a black tape to avoid blindness in the dark. We'll see whether that's true or not. So the thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to replace my existing bike lights on my Rock Rider AM100S. As I said before, the lights I have at the moment are really good and really powerful, but they sometimes have an annoyance of flashing on top red, meaning the battery's going to go. Even if you haven't been out for a very long ride, they will start flashing red. But it's fully charged now for me to give it to a stranger on the street, because I said before, there's people out there who are riding their bikes in complete darkness on the main road. And I also have a pair of red. This is the rear lights coming probably tomorrow, but I don't see the point in doing a video on that now because it's not here. So they do these lights in different colours, but as you know, red is the light that you need on the rear. So that will be coming hopefully tomorrow to make the complete set for me to go out riding over night time, to give a stranger 2 lights, a front light and a back light. And I guarantee they'll be going, nah, it's alright, I don't want it. But the moment I say it's free, they'll be going, yeah, I'll have it. But I guarantee they won't put it on. Or if they do and the battery runs out, they won't bother charging it again. So now we're going to head over to the living room where the bike is stored to take off the existing bike light, which is from a company called CLSen, which is very good. But this version of CLSen, the battery just goes, especially if you got it on non-flashing mode. So let's get it all set up in the living room right now. So here we have my bike. Perfect. Love riding it. Perfect. And there's that light that I want to remove. As I said before, this light comes off like that. So that's good that the one in the kitchen that I just showed you a second ago comes off as well. So I'm not losing anything from the trade. As well as the rotating base, as you can see, it rotates. So just removed the existing lights, and this is This was always a nightmare to fit on the bike because of all this weird stuff. So the person who I give this to in the week has got to be super clever to understand how this fits onto the bike because it was annoying. And sometimes with this as well, because of the fitting, if you were riding your bike, you'll suddenly find your light wasn't pointing forward because these connections here would have slipped a bit. So this is one of the reasons why it needed to replace the light. Right then, so as you can see now, I've put it all together for the next person I give it to, whoever that person might be. They've got to be clever to be able to set this up, but it was difficult. So now let's head back over to the bike. As you can see, it's now front light missing, so let's clean here quickly. All clean. Then we're going to head over to the existing lights, which I've brought in from the kitchen. I'm now going to attach these wires here to begin the process of setting them up. So let's do that right now. So the bottom of this light has a little groove on it. So you take this part of the strap that goes round the handlebars, and that will just put on there and slide in place. You can see that you've done with one hand with ease. There, that's done. Secure. So now let's get it around those handlebars. So it look like this and turn it on. Hopefully there's some power for the video. Alright then, so I just fitted the front bike light, and it was very simple to do indeed. Because all I did was just wrap it around the handlebars, and you got this little bit here. This goes onto a little hook on the main light itself, and to keep it, you know, out the way, just tuck the little part here in there, and it's secure. That is secure now, it looks good. And here it is on the front. That looks really cool, that was really cool. So now we're going to check now whether the light has power on it, and I really do hope it does, because I want to show it. It does stick up quite a lot compared to my existing lights. As you can see, it's a bit raised up from the handlebars. So it'll take a bit of getting used to. And you can position it like this, where you want it. And as the Aliexpress did mention, it has got a rotating base, and as you can see, I've rotated the light this way. And here it is again. That's cool. And as you saw before, you can take the light off the strap to use it as a proper, you know, torch if you lost your keys on the floor. Right then, so I've opened up the living room front door, which is dark in the hallway, as you can see. The light is now positioned in a way where I want to turn it on. I'm hoping there is a bit of light, power I mean, so that we can do this video. So let's try turning it on right now. And as you can see, it's very bright. That is very bright, Toby. And the tape counter, if you can't see it, is saying 66%, and it's very bright light. Very bright. Let's turn these living room lights off as well. So as you can see, you've got 6 lights on top which shine upwards as well. The guy said he didn't like that in the video, but I mean in the comments, but it looks good. That's one of the reasons why you can't see the counter, because of the light shining upwards. But it is saying there is 66%. See? So there's the first setting. There's off. There's on. There's brighter. Let's turn it on again. Bright, lower. Flashing. Look at that flashing. That's severe. I didn't like it flashes like that. That's like a severe flashing, that is. Even that's a bit annoying for me. Look at that there. So let's try it again then. So we have strobing off, I say it's not very bright. That one is. That's lower. That's bright. That's a bit lower again. That's strobing. That is severe. So let's do it in the hallway. So let's do it in the living room. So here we are in complete darkness. Let's turn it on. That's medium, low, up. That's then. So it also positions down as well, the light does, so it's not in the driver's face. I think that's strobing a bit too much. I think even a driver would come at you with that. So that's, you can see it's pointing downwards on the light. That's pointing down. Now it's down a bit further, isn't it? So that's like shining the way forward. That's bright. That's down again. That's strobing. Let's try it again. That's facing up towards the front of the road. That's down. That's up again. That's down. That's strobing. So there you go then. It is good light, isn't it? And there's the bright lights on top, like a fire. Let's look at it from the side. Look at that. Looks like a box of power, doesn't it? So that is the lights, and let's go back in the kitchen and finish off the video. And we're back in the kitchen. As you can see, I did show the 5 dimming modes of the watch itself. We have distant light, near and far light, near and far light, low or flashing. So when it's low, it means it's pointing, but not at the cars in front, it's pointing on the road. So I think the one that I would use would be the setting for near and far light. So it's in the middle still of the light and it's very bright. But the strobing, I always go for strobing, but that strobing on there is severe. I feel like in a way, if a car saw you coming that way and they had epilepsy, that car will be aiming towards you. So they are good lights, and as I said before, with the ability to see how much battery is on the light, this is like a good thing. So let's have a look at the lights again. What they're called: T6 bike light, front light, bicycle headlight, rechargeable bright, mountain bike headlight. So that's £3.51 from Aliexpress anniversary sale. So that's my end of my video. So I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.